Hey everybody, Ecto Eric here. Story time. Well, you guys know, most of you know, I live in the Northeast. I live very close to Plymouth, Mass. And Plymouth, Mass is a lot of hauntings up in this area. And I have a buddy that's a contractor, and he had a job in Plymouth, right next to Plymouth Rock, actually. So him and his crew show up at 8 o'clock in the morning, whenever he told the owner, knocked on the door, or rung the bell, whatever. I think they knocked. And the door locked itself and the door opened. And there was a young girl. And he's like, hey, my name's Ivan. Your mother hired us. You know. And she nodded and she walked up the flight of stairs. So they came in, setting up, getting ready to do, cabinetry or whatever the hell they were doing. He goes, 20 minutes later, he said, the homeowner came in. She's, how'd you guys get in here? They're like, well, we knocked and the little girl, your daughter, let us in, and she's like, oh no. And they're like, now my buddy Ivan does not believe in ghosts and all that stuff. Big, big burly guy doesn't believe in that. He's like, what do you mean you don't know? She goes, no. She goes, my daughter moved out many years ago. She's got her own life. That's whatever, you know, the little girl, she called her. She goes, oh, what do you mean a ghost? She goes, no. She goes, there's nobody in this house but me. She said, I see her. She goes, she won't bother you. She just, he's like, what? So she took him upstairs. She goes, there's nobody here. And they're like, he said, I never finished a job so fast. He's like, we finished the job. We did a good job. We finished it though. We told it, thank you. Don't call us again. He's like, I don't believe it. He said she looked real. He said she unlocked the door. You heard the click. The door turned, opened it up. She looked right at us. She looked normal. I said, well, she looked pretty good for a dead person. He goes, yeah. Hope I look that good when I'm dead. But I said, you believe now? He goes, there was nobody up there. He said she couldn't get out unless she could fly. So, but the thing is, living where we live, we have one of the oldest houses in the area because they were built in the 1600s, 1700s. So when they built them, there's no concrete in the basement. A lot of them are just dirt. So back then, you had 2 or 3 generations living in one house. So if somebody died, like Granny died in the middle of winter, you're not going to dig up the ground. It's frozen solid, not like today. You weren't going to do it. So you buried them in the basement. Well, come April, you're not going to dig Granny up. You just leave her there. Of course, years pass on. You sell the house. People come in. You live there, and somebody might want to do a renovation. So they'll end up digging and find bones. It just happened last year. Find bones, call the cops. Cops come down. Then they analyze it. Yeah, that person's been dead for a couple 100 years. So if it was a homicide, we can't do nothing about it. It's crazy. So yeah, if you want hauntings, come to this area. Yeah, you don't have to go to Salem. Salem, yeah, Salem is crazy haunted, but we have better hauntings. So that's crazy. Now I have my own personal experience for 8 years. I will share that with you in an upcoming video. Stay tuned, but that's a good one. All right, guys, take care. Peace.